Hey guys, Anthony, 4B4 Diesel. Have a look at this. Absolute beauty. Beautiful. Look how clean this is. It's like a new car. Other than that big ugly Dayco sticker, have a look at this. It's, well, let's just add, other than the wiring there, but other than that, look at this thing. Absolutely beautiful. I'll call it a, maybe it's a Touareg Tracker. I don't think it really goes off-road too much, if at all. Maybe a bit of dirt road, bit of dust here and there, but not much, not much. Anyway, how beautiful is it? But what's the problem? I hope this isn't going to be one of those 230,000k ones that ends up in tears, because it's got quite a knocking noise. Now, I haven't driven it yet, but when he dropped it off, I heard as he just accelerated lightly, gonk, 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 not good. 220,000 Ks. This is a September 2008 build, which is awesome. Other than it's never had the injectors replaced, right? And it looks like it's probably going to have, yep, there it is, the short suction control valve. Can you see that for those that are not sure? That's that one straight down there that I'm pointing at, right? That one there. See that? That. Right, shorty. The shorty is rubbish. Check out our videos on suction control valve. But let's have a listen to this for a minute. We are inside. I've just hooked up the scan tool. I haven't actually looked at any data yet. Haven't even started the vehicle. So what I'm going to do first is just start it up and just give it a gentle rev so you can have a listen to know what it's like. Now let's just be sure here, how many kilometers? Just so there's no confusion, we'll call it 220k so we know which one it is. This is one of those ones that if something didn't happen soon, it would have ended up needing a new engine. So pay attention if you haven't already. Subscribe, turn the bell on so you don't miss out on the next important message. Lots of awesome information there. Just ask anyone, check the comments. Okay, let's start it up, see what it sounds like. Oh yeah, sounds beautiful at idle, doesn't it? Yeah, beautiful. No smoke coming out there at the moment. Yeah, I'll just give it a bit of a... Okay, you know, you might think that's not too bad, or it is too bad, but with the original injectors and the way I heard it, it's worse with a little bit of load on it. Yeah, put it in drive with a bit of load. We've done that in other videos. If you want to hear it, check those out. There's a 120 Prado that at 230,000 Ks had blow by, the oil pickup was blocked and it needed a new engine. Well, there's one we documented. There's more than one. This is all avoidable by maintenance and my recommendations either. Now, with the original injectors at 220,000 Ks, I think we know how sick the readings are going to be. Now let's have a look. Excuse me, should have had a drink first. Now, just to be clear here, my experience has taught me that you can trust the diagnostics on the early 1KDs from when they started through to about 09, about September 09 when the injectors changed. You can't rely on the later vehicles on diagnostics alone. They're worn, they're not working right, but they can be still quiet and the readings can still look okay, so beware of that. This is a 120, 2008. This is how it all works. You know, who can tell me what's the most important one we're going to look at? Whoa, look at that! I'll turn the light off, give me a sec. Oh no, then the light came on automatically. That didn't work out. Anyway, I'll put it on auto instead of turning off. Doesn't matter anyway, look. You can still see the readings, we'll just angle it up. Look at that load reading, third one from the top. Off its head, anything over 20, look, that should be, you know, with new injectors it's going to be around the 11 mark, right? It might be 12, but thereabouts, right? Not good, not good. Let's have a look. We'll slide it down to the other most important readings. And we already know what they're going to be. The people that are watching, they're well trained, they know what it's going to be. Right, look at that. Injection volume up near around 12, hitting on 12 every now and then. Way too high. With new injectors is going to be around about 6. Now moving down, see the feedback values on this one. Number one's got a minus 2.4. That's within specification, but guess what? That doesn't mean everything is okay by any means, okay? I've just got a delivery, back in a sec. Okie doke, so the readings, like I said, not too bad. It's within spec, but it is bad. because it shouldn't be anywhere near the minus 2.2. Now, it could be possible to get something like that with a half-shagged injector or something like, see the bottom one, 1.2. I'm not worried about that, that's not uncommon, but what you got to understand is these injectors are absolutely flogged, but the individual feedbacks that some people seem to be focused on, yeah, just those four. Oh, guess what? Everything looks okay. And see how it's changed? See how it's changed since, you know, since we've been looking at it. See how it's changed? Right, the other one that you already know about, Pilot 1, Pilot 2 should be about the 430 mark, and they don't change much. But look at this. You know, not far out, but Pilot, even those are moving there. These injectors are off their heads. They're completely flogged, right? So between the load and the injection volume, and let's add it together. The main injection period. Here we go. With new injectors, that's going to be. Look, just have a listen to idle. Can you hear it? It's just. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to hear. It's very light. There's even a knock there. Sorry about that. Another delivery, but when I'm finished, we're going to go and have a listen to this engine at idle because it's got this little knock that comes on and off. It's there sometimes and it goes away. So for those people that want to spend a few more minutes, so look, main injection period. Look, it's just jumping around. Look, main injection period does vary. It does jump around a little bit, but it should be around the 550, 600. New injectors, it's going to be about 550, 600, right? I don't care if it goes down to 5. I don't care if it goes up to 650. But you know what? 780, 800. We're going to see an over 800. I haven't even been taking notice. I already know what's going to happen though. It's going to go over 800 sooner or later. Anyway, the new ones are going to be lower. The three main readings here, once again, the most important with these injectors that we can diagnose problems with using the scan tool is the load that we looked at first that's actually available on things like scan gauges, EDS gauges, and of course that AutoFix 3210 from Trevor Ryan at, you know, Dirt Road 4x4 in Werribee. But if you're in Australia or whatever, or you know, he sends them anywhere in Australia. AutoFix Australia, okay? Anyway, three readings. Load. You don't need expensive equipment like this to read your load. You can monitor it anytime you like. We're going to turn the aircon on and I'm going to show you where it all goes bad if you've got your aircon and accessories on. Your main injection period, right? Remember that one at the top there. So basically the load's double, the fuel volume's double, so the injectors aren't working right. So it's got to throw in about double the amount of fuel to try and keep the engine running right. And it's still not running right, okay? It's wrong combustion and it damages the engine. And it's a major contributor documented by Toyota to what cracks pistons. So don't let this happen. Regularly change your injectors is my opinion, my guide, my experience. I'm trying to help you here. You can do whatever you want. Don't take the advice. Just save up the money for an engine and do that. But just as long as you're prepared for an engine or a set of injectors if you want prevention, whatever's, you know, cheap or whatever makes sense to you. Do you change your oil so you don't have to buy an engine, or do you just drive it until it seizes up, or do you just do an oil change every 50,000 Ks? Well, some people do, you know. They actually go all right. I shouldn't tell you that. But look, three readings. Load at the top there, injection volume, and near the bottom, main injection period. When they're anything like that, the injectors are off their heads. Let's go and have a quick listen outside before. All right, you know what? Let's look at the rubbish SCV and see what the fuel pressure. We can look at the timing quickly. We get the whole lot here, right? So you can see the timing. See Pilot 1, injection going up around 22. You know, that's jumping out of spec. Anyway, the timing's never usually too bad. I shouldn't say never usually. Oh, look at the fuel pressure off its head. Jumping all over the joint. Now they do that a bit. Oh, 44, they don't do that. You see what's going on here. Short suction control valves are rubbish. Get rid of them. I'm getting a bit low on stock actually, so be patient. Get it with your injector kit, get it afterwards, whatever. But if you've got the short one, you are disadvantaged, okay? Don't worry about what symptoms are. Can use fuel, it can blow smoke, it could be stalling. Just get rid of it. The long one, I've got those in stock as well. If you want to try one just to go, oh yeah, they're wear and tear, a new one's better than the old one, or hey Ant, guess what, I changed it, made no difference. feel free, go ahead, let's do it. But you don't need one, okay? These changed in around about 09. So you have to check your vehicle to see which one you've got. If you've got the long one, you don't need to change it. If you've got the short one, it's rubbish, and this is why. Have you been watching? Have you been watching the videos? Injector information, suction control valve, SCV. See it jumping up over the 40s. There it is again, 42, and then down to 35. That is just jumping all over the joint. And of course that was going to happen. Any surprise? No, it's only a surprise for people that just discovered the channel. Spend your time watching my channel, subscribe, turn the bell on, hit the like button if you liked it. Let's go out and have a listen under the engine bay. Sounds pretty bloody good to me. Well, it sounds really good out here, and it's an awesome engine, and I don't think that it's done damage, but there's always a risk if you've left it a long time that it could have done damage. For the people that ask the question, is it worth some people ask me still, is it worth changing the pistons? No, it's not worth changing the pistons. It's worth changing the injectors. They're the cause of the problem, right? If you want to change pistons, you wait till the engine, you don't rebuild an engine before it's blown up, okay? When the engine blows up, that's when you don't even change pistons, you just get a brand new long motor, right? So you better make up your decision, because the way to do it right is get the injectors in there. If you left them in there too long, there's always chance they could have done some damage and you might crack a piston shortly afterwards. 1,000 Ks, 5,000 Ks, 10,000 Ks, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 Ks even. It can happen because when you put the new squirters in, everything's running beautiful, and it's not going to get any worse, but you're still using the engine, you're still working. It depends what stage it was at. It could eventually go. If you get them in there in time, hopefully you don't have any issues. Now, if you get bad fuel, there's a number of contributing factors. I'm not going to go on about it too much. Get on our injector information playlist on our 4x4 Diesel YouTube channel where you are here. Subscribe, turn the bell on. I hope you liked it. Trying to help you here. The warning is injectors. We'll leave the warning till the end, right? Not only change them, but don't just go and buy them somewhere else. Now, if you're overseas, unfortunately, I can't help you. I'm struggling to keep up with supply of all our clients within Australia. We do send injector kits anywhere in Australia. Monday's parts day. I warn you, probably just buy injectors off me so you know you're getting brand new, genuine, fresh stock and not ending up with counterfeit. You won't end up with other brands. You won't end up with old stock. You'll end up with the right injectors the first time, I guarantee it, because I take all the orders, pack them and send them all myself. The whole thing, it is me. Bada bing, I'm out of here. Hope this has been a help. There'll probably be some more videos on this one. I suspect it may have some blow-by. Let's everyone keep our fingers crossed, say a prayer, whatever you can do to help for this guy, top bloke. And, you know, we want the engine to be good. You can see how well, look how well he looks after it. Other than some wiring that's substandard here and the big ugly blue sticker, we'll get rid of that because whatever. We all know the time belt was done at 150, don't we? We all know it needs to be done again at 300 or probably 8 years. Day code, maybe it needs to be done straight away. Anyway, whatever, right? Ugly sticker, big ugly sticker, yucky. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'm out here. See ya.